سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. Assalamu alaikum, my brothers and sisters in Islam. My name is Muhammad Awal. I'm a Nigerian from Nigeria. In the of Lagos State, Edati local government. Inside Niger State, a village called Go inside Edati local government. That's where I'm from, that's my town, that's my village. I'm in the people. This is my number 26 video. So I come to this Lagos, not fast to live in, so I'm living inside Lagos in our area. Lagos in our area. Masalacha outside Lagos, so every time when you come to that mall, that's where I find me to where I'm living. My business is selling small for what I'm selling. So it's about a judgment. It's about judgment. How Prophet Musa alayhi salam judged himself when he come to Seperate, when he saw his brother and somebody fighting. How Prophet Musa alayhi salam judged himself when he come to Seperate fight. He saw his brother fighting with other. Then he supported his brother. How he judged himself. Then Allah bring about this lesson that he blow somebody, he blow the person, then the person fall dead. How Prophet Musa alayhi salam judged himself when he come to Seperate fight. You see, so heart is a judgment part of my body. Everything we do in this world, we judge ourselves. Every decision we take, we judge. That's a decision. That decision, that's a judgment. Everything we do in this world, we judge ourselves. When you say that, I want to eat apple. You see, you are the one decided to say that you want to eat apple. You see, that's a judgment. When you say that, I want to go to mosque and perform salah. You see, you are the one that decided to say that you want to go to mosque and then perform salah. You see, that decision that you take, that's a judgment. Then, if you say that I want to go to Kaaba, I want to go and visit Kaaba at Masjid Haram in Mecca. You see, you are the one decided to say that you want to go and visit Kaaba in Masjid Haram in Mecca. You see, you are the one that said, you see, that's the decision that you take, that is judgment. Then we take some decision internally and externally. Then, which Allah said in Surah Israel, chapter 74, verse 14, verse 13 and 14. Verse 13 to 14. Said, وَكُلَّ الْإِنسَانٍ أَبْزَمْنَا وَطَائِرَهُ فِي عُنُقِهِ وَنَخْرِجُ لَهُ يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ كِتَابًا يَلْقَاهُ مَنشُورًا. He said, every man we have fastened this on his neck. On the day of resurrection, we will bring out for him a book which he will find one of. Then verse 14 said, اقرأ كتابك كفى بنفسك اليوم عليك حسيبا. It will say to him, read your book, you yourself, you are sufficient as a record to yourself this day. Then again in Surah Al-Kahfi, chapter 1, verse 49, said, وَوْضِعَ الْكِتَابَ فَتَرَى الْمُجْرِمِينَ مُشْفِقِينَ مِمَّا فِيهِ وَيَقُولُونَ يَا وَيْلَتَنَا مَا لِهَذَا الْكِتَابِ لَا يُغَادِرُ صَغِيرَةً وَلَا كَبِيرَةً إِلَّا أَحْصَاهَا وَوَجَدُوا مَا عَمِلُوا حَاضِرًا وَلَا يَظْلِمُ رَبُّكَ أَحَدًا. And the book will be placed in the right hand for the believers in oneness of Allah, and then in the left hand for the disbelievers, and the book will be placed in the left hand for the disbelievers in oneness of Allah. And then the mujrim, the criminal, will say, woe to us, what sort of book is this that Allah leaves small thing to a victim? And then he has recorded everything inside. And then they will find what everything they did placed before them. And then Allah says, وَلَا يَظْلِمُ رَبُّكَ أَحَدًا. And then Allah, he said that وَلَا يَظْلِمُ رَبُّكَ أَحَدًا. And they will find all that they did placed before them. And Allah said, وَلَا يَظْلِمُ رَبُّكَ أَحَدًا. And your Allah treat not one with injustice. Meaning Allah judge with justice. So, when we come to the human body, there's the brain and the heart. When we come to the human body, there's a line that draws that comes to the right side of my body and the left side of my body. There, the brain at the right side, with the right side heart, that is first organ. The brain at the left side, with the left side of heart, that's second organ. Then the line that draws that comes to the human body, right side, that is third organ. That's what all of it. That's all of it. So when you look at it here, the right side of heart, when it comes to the judgment, it's judging according to the warning how we end up this world in peace and go and meet Allah in the day of resurrection without any fault. Any decision you take, any decision you take it with fear of Almighty Allah. That's how the righteous had joy. Then the letters are hard when it comes to judgment. It doesn't according to the benefit. Anything that will benefit you, no matter how it benefits, no matter how you get something and benefit from it. That's how the left side had joy. Then we go to the time of Prophet Musa alayhi salam, how he judged himself when he comes to separate the fight. And then he now support his brother instead of him to separate the fight and then give judge in between them with justice. He now supported his brother. How he judged himself, which is in Surah Al-Qasas chapter 28 Quran, verse 14 to verse 22. Verse 14 said, ولما بلغ أشده واستوى آتيناه حكما وعلما وكذلك نجزي المحسنين. And when he attained his full strength and was perfect in manhood, we bestow on him hikmah, right judgment of the affair, and the reason of knowledge, and the knowledge, and the reason knowledge. وكذلك نجزي المحسنين. Those we reward محسنين good ones. Then verse 15 said, ودخل المدينة على حين غملة من أهلها فوجد فيها رجلان يقتتلان هذا من شيعته وهذا من عدوه فاستغاث الذين من شيعته على الذين من عدوه فكذبوا موسى فقضى عليه قال هذا من عمل الشيطان إنه عدو مضل مبين. Then and he entered the city at a time of unaware of the people, and he found there two men fighting, one of his party and the other of his foes. Then the man of his party, his own party, asked him to help him against his foes. So Musa struck him with his feet and killed him. He said, this is of devil doing. Very, he is an plain mislead enemy. Then verse 16 said, قال رب إني ظلمت نفسي فأسلم قال إني ظلمت نفسي فاغفر لي فاغفر له إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. Then he said, my Allah, I have wronged myself, so forgive me and then forgive him. Very, he is unforgiving and the most merciful. Then verse 17 said, قال رب بما أغويتني قال رب بما أنعمت علي فلن أكن ظهيرا من المجرمين. He said, my Allah, for that with which you have favored me, I will never more be helper of mujrim, criminal, disbeliever, plotter, sinner. Then verse 18 said, فأصبح في المدينة خائفة يترقب فإذا الذي استنصره بالأمس يستصرخه قال له موسى إنك لغوي مبين. So he became afraid, looking about in the city, waiting to what will be the result of the crime of killing. When behold, the man who had sought his help the days before called for his help again. Musa said to him, very, you are a plain misleader. Verse 19 said, فلما أن أراد أن يبطش بالذي هو عدو لهما قال موسى أتريد أن تقتلني كما قتلت نفسا بالأمس إن تريد إلا أن تكون جبارا أو تريد إن تريد إلا أن تكون جبارا في الأرض وما تريد أن تكون من المحسنين مصلحين. Then when he decided to seize the man who was an enemy to both of them, the man said, "Oh Musa, it is your intention to kill me as you killed a man yesterday." your aim is nothing but to become a tyrant in the land, not to be one of those who do right. Then verse 20 said, وجاء رجل من أقصى المدينة يسعى قال يا موسى إن الملأ يأتمرون بك ليقتلوك فاخرج إني لك من الناصحين. And then there come a man running from the farthest end of the city. He said, "O Musa, very chiefs are taking counseling together about you to kill you. So escape. Truly, I am one of the good advisors to you." Then verse 21 said, فخرج منها خائفا يترقب قال رب نجني من القوم الظالمين. So he escaped from there, looking about in a state of fear. He said, "My Allah, save me from the people who are wrongdoers." Then verse 22 said, فلما توجه تلقى مدين قال عسى ربي أن يهديني سواء السبيل. And when he went towards Madian, he said, "It may be that my Allah guide me to the right way." So you see, this is what happened. When Prophet Musa alayhi salam entered the city at the time, unaware of the people in the city, he entered the town. At the time, unaware of the people in the town, he saw two people fighting. One of his party, the other one is foes. So when Prophet Musa alayhi salam came there, immediately when he came there, then his party, meaning his brother, now take the judgment to the left hand side, looking at the benefit. Because what he wants to second there is benefit. Say that Prophet Musa alayhi salam, "Come and help me fight," which is in verse 15 said, ودخل المدينة على حين غفلة من أهلها ووجد فيها رجلان يقتتلان هذا من شيعته وهذا من عدوه فاستغاث الذين من شيعته على الذين من عدوه فقضى موسى فقضى عليه قال هذا من عمل الشيطان إنه عدو مضل مبين. So you see, when Prophet Musa alayhi salam entered the city at the time of unaware of the people of the town, then from there he saw two people fighting. One of his party, the other one his foes. From there, one of his party, the one that is from his party, meaning his party, now take the judgment to left side, looking at the benefit. Say that Prophet Musa alayhi salam to come and help him fighting. So Prophet Musa alayhi salam, what he do? This one is my brother. He's my brother. So let me help him. From there, Prophet Musa alayhi salam take the judgment straight without even thinking. He take the judgment to left hand side hand, looking at the benefit. He now supported his brother. Started beating the other one. And then when the two people beating one particular person, either the particular person injured, or he fainted, or he died. So when he joined hand, they become two people beating one particular person. Then when the Prophet struck that particular person, he now fall dead. From there, he now become regret of what he do, of his action. He now become regret of his action. Then, verse 6 said, قال ربي إني ظلمت نفسي فاغفر لي فاغفر له إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. Then from there, at that particular time, he now take judgment. That's the time that he take judgment to the right hand side, looking at the one of Almighty and say that, "Oh my Allah, forgive me and forgive him. Very, you are all forgiven and most merciful." Then verse 17. Then from there, Prophet Musa alayhi salam said, take judgment to the right hand side, looking at the one of Almighty Allah, how to end in peace and go and meet Almighty Allah. Then verse 17 said, قال رب بما أغويتني لا قال رب بما أنعمت علي فلن أكن ظهيرا للمجرمين. Then he take judgment to the right side, looking at one and said, "My Allah, for that which you have favored me, I will never be more a helper to mujrim, criminal, sinner. So that's time he is thinking of. So then again, verse 18 says, from there, verse 18. They started looking at him at the town. He now became afraid, looking at him at the town because of the crime of killing, which is verse 18. From there, he now saw the person, his brother, his party that he helped yesterday. He saw him fighting with another person again. Then that his party again, take the judgment to the left hand side, looking at the benefits, say that Musa, come and help me. Prophet Musa said, come and help me. From there, Prophet Musa said, now tell him that which is in verse 18 said, فأصبح في المدينة خائفة يترقب فإذا الذي استنصره بالأمس يستصرخ قال له موسى إنك لغوي مبين. Then the one, he became afraid, looking about, waiting for the result of his crime. Then from there, he now saw the person, he now saw his party that he helped yesterday. During helping him, he killed a man, a person. Then he now saw him, then the next day, he's still fighting with another person again. He still take the judgment to the left hand side, looking at the benefits, say that Prophet Musa come and help me. Then, from there, Prophet Musa now take the judgment to the right hand side, looking at what's in Nekalago. You are a plain misleader. Meaning yesterday, that they are fighting. If Prophet Musa has separated them, he will have known the truth. And then from there, he now know that this one, he is at fault. He is one being at fault, not the one that he blew and dead. So if he has, from there he started regretting, saying, you are a plain misleader. Then verse 19 said, أن أراد أن يبتش بالذي هو عدو لهما قال يا موسى تريد أن تقتلني كما قتلت نفسا بالأمس إن تريد إلا أن تكون جبارا في الأرض وما تريد أن تكون من المصلحين. Then when he decided to seize him, when Prophet Musa decided to take the judgment to the left side, looking at the benefit, because that was his left side, that's the benefit. Decided to seize him, meaning to punish him. Then from there, that's why now take judgment to the left side, looking at it, said that, oh Musa, did you want to kill me the way you killed a man yesterday? Your aim is for you to become into أن تكون جبارا في الأرض وما تكون من المصلحين. Meaning, your aim is for you to become a tyrant in the land, feeling arrogant, feeling strong, so that I'm strong and powerful, tyrant in the land, and then you are not of those who do right. Look at it. He now reward Prophet Musa alayhi salam, telling him with that word, rewarded him with that word, with that calamity, with that word. He helped you fighting yesterday to the extent that he killed somebody. Then today, he now tells him that, did you want to kill me the way you killed? When Prophet Musa decided to seize him to punish him, from there he takes the judgment to the left side, looking at him and said that, you, Prophet Musa, did you want to kill me the way you killed a man yesterday? And then it is because of you that I helped fight. That's why that person dead, for dead. Then from there, your aim is for you to become a tyrant in the land, not of those who do right. You see, he rewarded him with that. Then, verse 20 said, وَجَاءَ رَجُلًا مِنْ أَقْصَى الْمَدِينَةِ يَسْعَىٰ قال يا موسى إن الملأ يأتمروا بك ليقتلوك فخرج إن لك من الناصحين. Then there came a man running in the farthest end of the city, said, in the farthest end of the town, in the city, said, oh Musa, the chiefs are taking counsel together about you to kill you. So escape. Truly, I am one of the good advisor to you. From there, that one. Now take the judgment. The person that comes from the farthest end of the city, take the judgment to the right side, looking at the warning of what will happen. Now tell the Prophet Musa said that the chief, they are gone to the consulate because of you. They want to kill you. So escape through. I am a good advisor to you. And from there, verse 21 said, فَخَرَجَ مِنْهَا قَائِفَةً يَتَرَقَّبُ قَالَ رَبِّ نَجِّنِي مِنَ الْقَوْمِ الظَّالِمِينَ. From there, he now escaped. In the state of fear, and now said, oh my Allah, save me from the people who are zalim or wrongful. So look at it. Look at what happened. Prophet Musa alayhi salam, when he come to separate that fight, he take the judgment to the left hand side hand, looking at the benefit. When he saw them fighting, his party and his foes, meaning his party and other person, when he come there, instead of them to spread the fight, no, this is his party, now take judgment to the left hand side, looking at the benefit, say that come and help me fighting. Then Prophet Musa Islam now take judgment to the left hand side, looking at the benefit, hey, this one is my brother, it's my party, it's my brother. From there he now supported him. Then two people gathered between one particular person. From there Allah now bring about his show. Immediately when the Prophet Musa Islam blow give that particular person 4 days. And then this thing that happened, that's what is, when you bring it, the whole Quran is speaking about what is happening now. That is what is happening now. That is what is happening now. When language man is fighting with another person, then you come there. What the language man will do? He will take the judgment to left side, looking at the benefits. Come and help me fighting with this particular person. Then you, as a language, is your own language. You will now take the judgment to the left side, looking at the benefit. Say, this one is my language, is my brother. Let me support him. You will be able to gather between one particular person. When you are beating him, either that particular person, you wounded him, or he fainted, or he died. When Allah bring about his show, you see. And then when that particular person, something happened to him, from there you find them regretting. The way Prophet Musa regret. All the language, that's what they are doing. When they saw their language man is fighting somebody, then the language man will take the judgment to the left, and some of them will not even listen to anything. They will just go straight, help their brother. Taking the judgment to left hand side, looking at the benefit. Say that this one is my brother, this one is my language. So from there they will not support him. When you go to language, all the language, that's what they are doing. Then when you have him fighting, either two people gathered or three people gathered between one particular person, either he wounded or he fainted or he fell dead. That's when Allah bring about his son. So look at it. Left hand side. Benefit. Because that's benefit. Then, but if Prophet Musa alayhi salam, when he come there, saw his brother fighting, his brother fighting with another person, and then when he come there, as his brother take the judgment to the left hand side, looking at the benefit, say that Prophet, oh Musa, come and help me fighting with this particular person. Then Prophet Musa Islam would take the judgment to the left hand side, looking at the benefit, say that yes, you are my brother, and then I'm supposed to help him because you are my brother. But the other hand, he would take the judgment to the right hand side, looking at the warnings. You are fighting with somebody. I doesn't know what is happening between you and him. What has happened? I just come and meet you and fight with him, with another person. So if he has taken the judgment to the right hand side of the heart, looking at the warning of Almighty, then from there, looking at it, say that this fighting that you are fighting with him, I doesn't know what has happened. So what you do from there, separation will not come. You will not start thinking of separation. How to separate them. So if Prophet Musa Islam has separated the fight at that particular time, he will have discovered the truth in between them. If he has separated the fight, come or enter between them, separate that fight. From there you will now ask, who is truthful? You will now start looking for who is truthful and then who is faulty. The one that is truthful, you give him the truth. The one that is faulty, you give him the fault. You see, this is a way in between, the way of Almighty Allah. A way between the commanded to follow in Salah. If Prophet Musa has followed a way between, meaning the best part of the hadith which Allah said him with, and separate the fight. Come in between them, say that okay, my brother, take the judgment to left side, looking at the benefit, say that you come and help him. Yes, it's my brother. I'm supposed to help him. Then take judgment to right side, looking at the war and follow say that this fighting that you are fighting with this particular person, I don't know what is in between you and him. I don't know what happened. So let me separate. From there, he follow the first part of the hadith which Allah said him, and then separate the fight. From there, you now start looking at who is truthful and then who is 40. Then the one that is 40, you give him the 4. That's first one. The one that is truthful, you give him the 2. That's second one. Then you that judge, the Prophet Musa that judge in between them with justice. That is third one. That's 20. That's what all my tell. Then the name of the way of all my tell. That is first part of the hadith which Allah said him of the Torah. And then that is the best part of what. So you see, then if he has do that, you will have separated fight, and then you will have discovered the truth. And then you also, when you saw your brother is fighting with another person, and then when you come there, your brother now take the judgment to the left hand side, and looking at the benefit, say that, oh, my brother, come and help me fighting with this my enemy. Then when you come there, you say yes. You take the judgment to the left hand side and looking at the benefit, say that yes, truly you are my brother. But I don't know what has you are my brother, I'm supposed to help you. Then from there you will now take the judgment to the right hand side and looking at the one, say that this fighting that you are fighting with this your enemy, I don't know what happened. What has happened? So what I will do, let me separate the fight. From there, separation, thinking of separation will come. Immediately when they can follow a way between the person fight and then go in between them and then separate the fight. From there you will now look at who is untruthful, who is 40. The one that is truthful, the one that is at 40, you give him the 4, that's first one. The one that is truthful, you give him the 2, that's second one. Then you that judge in between them with justice, that is third one, that's what all matter. Then the name of the all matter, that is first one. So you see, and then that is what Prophet Musa is supposed to do. That is what he's supposed to do there, but he didn't. He didn't. He took the judgment to the left hand side of the heart, looking at the benefits, supported his brother. And then when the 2 people or 3 people fighting, gathering between one particular person, either he wounded or he fainted or he died. And then that's what happened. And then that is wrong. But when he has followed, if he has followed away between the best one, he will have separated the fight. So look at it. Then this away between the way follow my Allah. Then this thing that we are seeing, that is what Prophet Dawud al-Islam he followed the best part of the hadith which Allah sent him with. When the 2 horsemen, meaning two horsemen come to him, 2 little guys come to him, second of judgment. One has wrong with order, meaning they have one have 9 away, one have 1 away, one have 99 away. Then the one that has 99 away collected is the one that has 1 away joined with his own, using language that he know how to speak language than him. Then from there they now take themselves to the Prophet Dawud al-Islam. When they reach there, Prophet Dawud al-Islam said, he said that the one that collected your 1 airway joining with his 99 airway has wronged you. Has wronged you. Meaning, it is not good for you to have 1 airway, him that has 99 airway to collect 1 join with his own. From there, he judged in between them with justice, meaning he used the best part of the hadith which Allah sent him, which is Zabura. You see? And then when you go to my dicks, number 4 dicks, number 5 dicks, you'll find full explanation of it. About this judgment. Then, so see, judge him today. Then when you saw people fighting, how did you do? You go in between them and then separate the fight. You go in between them and then separate the fight. See, so Allah said in Surah Al-Baqarah, chapter 2 of the Holy Quran, and Surah Al-Anfal, chapter 8 of the Quran, verse 24 said, وَعَلَمُوا أَنَّ اللَّهَ يَحِيلُ بَيْنَ الْمَرْءِ, and know that Allah come in between person and his side. Then he gave us command in Surah Al-Isra, chapter 72, verse 1 at the end of verse said, وَابْتَغِي بَيْنَ ذَلِكَ سَبِيلًا, but follow a way between. Allah come in between, and then he gave us command to follow a way between. So you see, a way between is a whole. So when you come to separate you go in between them, and then straight to hand separate. You go in between them, and then straight to hand separate. Then the one that is at the right hand side fighting with one at the left hand side, that is first one. The one at the left hand side fighting with one at the right hand side, that's the second one. Then you that go in between them and then straight to hand separate, that is third one. That's waiting, that's what Almighty Allah. You follow a separate fight. Then the name of the waiting of Almighty Allah, that's the first one. Then from there you now look at them, who is 40 and then who is truthful. The one that is at 40, you give him the 4. That is first one. The one that is truthful, you give him the truth. That's number one. Then you that judge in between them with justice. That is number one. That's waiting, that's what Almighty Allah. Then the name of the waiting, with Almighty Allah, that is best part of one. The one that is at 40, you give him the 4. If you will come, whether if you come with the goal, field war with you in order to give you, for you to support him, then don't support him, give him the 4. That's the first one. The one that is truthful, whether he doesn't have anything, then you give him truth. That's the second one. Then you that judge in between them with justice. That is third one. That's waiting, that's with Almighty Allah. Then the name of the waiting of Almighty Allah, that's the first one. You see, the waiting of Almighty, you follow and judge in between them. So you see. So if Prophet Musa have do that, he will have judged in between them with justice. He will have followed the best part of the hadith which Allah sent him with, which is at Torah. He will have judged in between them with justice. And then that's the best part of the Holy Book. That's the best part of one. I now explain to you, use and explain to you. So you see, so follow the best part of the one. There's a warning to the Muslim world. So I take that. Then also again. Then the verse said, so you see, but today, our brothers, when they come to separate fight, you see them, they will take judgment instead of them to separate fight. When you find his brother, his language man is fighting with another person, what they do, they just take the judgment to left hand side, looking at the benefit, just come, go there, support his brother, fighting. And this one is my brother. He take judgment to left hand, looking at the benefit that come and help me fight. Then he will now take the judgment to the left hand side of the hand, looking at the benefit that this one is my brother. Yes, it's my language man, is my brother, so let me support him. They will not support in between the person. Then 2 people, 3 people between one particular person. Either he fainted or either he wounded, they wounded him, or he fainted or he fell dead. From there you started them regretting. Listen. So everything you do in this world, and as I said, Allah has already fastened it on your neck, which is in Surah Al-Isra, chapter 72, verse 13 to 14. Say, وَكُلَّ الْإِنسَانٍ أَلْزَمْنَاهُ طَائِرَهُ فِي عُنُقِهِ وَنَخْرِجُ لَهُ يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ كِتَابًا يَلْقَاهُ مَنشُورًا. Every man will have fastened this on his neck. On the day of resurrection, we will bring out for him a book which is fine valuable. Then verse 14 said, اقرأ كتابك كفى بنفسك اليوم عليك حسيبا. It will say to him, read your book, you yourself, you are sufficient as a reckoning to yourself this. So you see it. Then this, about this judgment. So you see it. So does it. So this judgment that you are saying, when you go to my text, you will find there are many of judgment that explain judgment. How the Prophet of Almighty Allah judge in between their people. So I explain a lot of it. So does it. So I think this is why I'm going to stop. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.